Hello, and welcome to another virtual story time from the Gunnison Public Library. So, while we do ask our patrons to please mask if they are able to in the library, I am going to take mine off because this is a special story time and I want you to be able to see my face when I talk to you. So I'm going to put that right there. And today you'll notice I'm all bundled up in my hat and my big cozy sweater because I would really like for there to be some snow tonight. So I have chosen some books about weather for us to read today, and fingers crossed we will get some nice snow tonight. So my very first book that I'm going to read to you guys today is called Snow by Uri Shulevitz. And hopefully by reading this book, we can have some snow happen tonight. The skies are gray. The rooftops are gray. The whole city is gray. See the city? Snowflake. There's one itty bitty snowflake right there. Can you see that? It's snowing, said the boy with dog. It's only a snowflake, said grandfather with beard. Then 2 snowflakes. It's snowing, said boy with dog. Do you see the tiny snowflakes? One right there and another one right there. It's nothing, said man with hat. Look at that tall hat. That's a funny hat. Then 3 snowflakes. It's snowing, said boy with dog. This one, we have 1, 2, and 3 snowflakes. That one's really hard to see. It'll melt, said woman with umbrella. Look at her teeny tiny umbrella and her big, amazing hair. A few snowflakes float down and melt. Do you see the little dog is sniffing the tiny puddle? But as soon as one snowflake melts, another takes its place. No snow, said radio. No snow, said television. But snowflakes don't listen to radio. Snowflakes don't watch television. See all of the snowflakes that are happening now. All snowflakes know is snow, snow, snow. Look at all of the snow now. Snowflakes keep coming and coming and coming. Look at all the snow now, piling up on everyone. Circling and swirling, spinning and twirling. Dancing, playing, there and there. Do you see? These statues in the windows are coming out of the windows to play in the snow. Floating, floating through the air. Falling, falling everywhere. And rooftops grow lighter and lighter. Do you see? So much white snow piled on top. It's snowing, said boy with dog. The rooftops are white. The whole city is white, said the boy. And I love that one. Hopefully, we can get as much snow as the city did in the book. That would be great. The next book I have is also about weather, but rain instead of snow. This one is called Little Raindrop, and this one is by Melanie Joyce. Look at that little raindrop right there with his little cheeks. Here we go. When I was a raindrop, I lived up in a cloud. There's a big fluffy cloud right there, and this is our friend Raindrop. One day, thunder rumbled by and boomed out very loud. Come now, little raindrops, get ready to let go. You've got important work to do down in the world below. Look at his angry face. Ooh, skipped one. Here we go. A flash of zigzag lightning streaked across the sky. Do you see the big lightning? Streaked across the sky. Ooh, cried all the raindrops. See you later, cloud. Goodbye. And all of these little raindrops are going to fall out of the cloud. They jumped into the air, and I jumped with them too. Have fun, said Cloud. I wish that I could come along with you. Down and down we fell, giggling, shouting, whee! Oh, what fun to be a raindrop flying free. Do you see his tiny hands? He's so excited. From high up in the sky, we saw the earth below. Sunbeams shone through us and made a lovely big rainbow. Look at our rainbow. We have red and orange and yellow and green and blue and indigo and purple. Very beautiful. After that, quite suddenly, I landed with a splat and dribbled down the tail of a soggy farmyard cat. Do you see the kitty cat? And here is her tail, and he drops all the way off the end of her tail. I seeped into the soil, trickling down and down, past pink wiggling worms far below the ground. Wiggling worms like that. I saw a friendly mole who was digging by some shoots. Shloop! Before I knew it, I'd been sucked into their roots. Do you see all of the roots branching out underground? This little guy is an acorn. This is little mole with his whiskers. I traveled slowly up the stem. It was quite a climb, all the way up. Hello, smiled the flower bud. You're here just in time. This way, the flower told me, and then it opened wide. What a nice surprise to see my raindrop friends inside. Do you see all of the little raindrops all over the petals? They're all having a great time. This guy looks a little bit scared. This guy's having a great time. and the flower is very happy. Had so much fun sharing stories of our day as the warm sun slowly set and the light faded away. Look, there's a little butterfly and a squirrel. Lots of stuff going on in this meadow. We tried to count the stars instead of counting sheep, but the petals were so comfy that we all fell fast asleep. Do you see the moon in the sky and all of the stars because it's nighttime? And they're snuggling onto the soft flower petals. Look at his cheeks. When the morning came, the sun shone hot and bright. We all felt quite peculiar, sort of shaky and light. Do you see all the wiggle lines around him because they're shaking? Drifted upward. There was no way to resist, for I and all my raindrop friends had turned into a mist. Do you see all of the mist behind them? They're turning into mist and floating up into the sky. What's happening? I asked, floating higher with the crowd. The others laughed and said, "We're going back into the cloud." And floating up and up and up. "Welcome back," said Cloud. "I hope you all had fun. It's time for you to rest now that there's lots of sun." Do you see Cloud hugging her friends right there? But soon the wind will blow again and turn the weather vane, and you'll have more adventures next time it starts to rain. They're all splashing into a big puddle. Very fun. The end. All right, I have one more book to share with you today. This one is called Little Cloud. When you look at Little Cloud, do you see Little Cloud's face? There's eyes, nose, and a big smile. And this one is by Eric Carle. This is really pretty. Little Cloud. The clouds drifted slowly across the sky. Little Cloud trailed behind. Here's all the big clouds drifting, and here's itty bitty little Cloud. The clouds pushed upward and away. Little Cloud pushed downward and touched the tops of the houses and trees. All of these clouds are moving up, but Little Cloud moves down and touches the tree and the house. The trees are beautiful. I really like this one. Looks like it has fruit on it. The clouds moved out of sight. Little Cloud changed into a giant cloud. Can you see Little Cloud's face now? Even though now Little Cloud is giant, we have another eye, and a nose, and a big smile. Little Cloud changed into a sheep. Sheep and clouds sometimes look alike. I think so too, because they're white and fluffy and soft like sheep. See the sheep's eye and nose and little mouth? It looks like it's saying ba. And it has long, soft ears and a fluffy hairdo. A little cloud changed into an airplane. Little Cloud often saw airplanes flying through the clouds. We can tell this is an airplane because we see two wings, a long tail goes up like that, and there's even windows inside of our airplane. Very cool. Little Cloud is very talented. Little Cloud changed into a shark. Little Cloud once saw a shark through the waves of the ocean. So we can tell this one is a shark because it has lots of fins on its body. It has one big, sharp, pointy fin on its back. And look at its face. It has an eyeball and lots of sharp, pointy teeth and a pointy nose. Little Cloud changed into two trees. Little Cloud liked the way trees never moved and stayed in one place. This one is a conifer tree. It's shaped like a cone, right? And it'll have pine needles on it. This one is a big, fluffy tree with leaves called a deciduous tree. These leaves fall down every year, and then they come back. Little Cloud changed into a rabbit. Little Cloud loved to watch rabbits dash across the meadows. We can tell this is a rabbit because it has big, long ears and a little soft nose and little whiskers and a fluffy white tail. It looks like it's running across a field. Little Cloud changed into a hat because Little Cloud changed into a clown and needed a hat. Oh my goodness. Little Cloud is incredibly talented. How did Little Cloud make himself into such an elaborate clown? Look at that. We have stars on his eyes, a big nose, a big smile, and we even have buttons and big floppy shoes. Very cool, Little Cloud. The other clouds drifted back. They huddled close together. Little Cloud, they called, come back. Little Cloud drifted toward the clouds. This is Little Cloud, and he's going to drift up towards the clouds. Then all the clouds changed into one big cloud, and what's happening? They rained on all of the houses and the trees below. All of this gray rain coming down. The end. I love these pages. Very cool. Thank you all so much for joining me for another story time at Gunnison Public Library. It's been so exciting to share some stories with you and hope for some snow later together. Have a beautiful evening. Bye.